Let us have a look at the nuts and bolts of thesis writing of the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Karnataka. Paper. It should be a high quality executive bond paper. Use only one side of it. It should be plain white, unlined in any way, bond paper with a minimum 20 pound weight and 8.5 into 11 inch in size. Erasable paper should not be used. Type size and print. The font type is Times New Roman and the size of the letters should be 12 points. This is how a dissertation should be written. On top we note Times New Roman and the size of the letter should be 12 points. Type size and print. Again, I repeat, Times New Roman and a size of 12 points. The size of the title should be 14 points and it should be in bold. The size of the subtitle should be 12 points and again bold. Therefore, let us put the whole thing together. This is the size of the title, 14, and it should be in bold. The subtitle should be 12 points and again in bold. Whereas the rest of the writing, Times New Roman and point number 12. Printing. The print should be letter quality or laser. It should not be dot matrix and it should be dark black characters that are consistently clear and dense. Use the same type of print and print size throughout the document. Pagination. Number all the pages of your document, including not only the principal text but also all plates, tables, diagrams, maps, and so on. Roman numerals are used on the preliminary pages, which is the pages up to the first page of the text, and Arabic numerals are used on the text pages. The numbers themselves can be placed anywhere on the page. However, they should be consistent. Spacing. Use double spacing except for long quotations, footnotes and endnotes which are single spaced. Now, how do you do double spacing? Once the text is highlighted, press the top second switch that you see here called Format. Once you click on Format, this dialog box will open and you will note that the second icon is Paragraph, which you need to click. When you click on Paragraph, this dialog box will open. That is the dialog box that opens when you click on Format, in which you click on the paragraph icon, and when you click on that, this box opens. And you note here in the third column, spacing, in the middle is line spacing, which you will drop down to enter double spacing, and then you click OK, which when you do, you will find that the highlighted text is instantly double spaced. Margins. To allow for binding, the left hand margin must be 1.5 inch. The other margins should be 1 inch. Diagrams, photographs or facsimils in any form should be a standard page size, or if larger, folded, so that a free left hand margin of 1.5 inch remains and the folded sheet is not larger than the standard page. Photographs. professional quality black and white photographs are necessary for clear reproduction. However, colors are allowed, but you should be certain the colored figure will copy clearly and will not be confusing when printed in black and white. The standard format for writing all scientific literature is based on the guidelines of a book published by the American Medical Association, and this is called the Manual of Style. It is rather better that all medical college libraries have this book called the AMA Manual of Style. When a CD is attached, there are fundamental rules to be followed. Number 1, the file format. Thesis or dissertation format should be in doc file, that is an MS Word document, or a portable document format file, which is also called a PDF. Image files should be in JPEG or TIFF format, and audiovisuals should be in AVI, GIF or MPEG file format. Labeling on the CD. The CD-ROM labeling should be standard and should contain the title, subtitle, name of the candidate, degree, name, subject name, guide name, name of the department, college, place, and year. There are several certificates to be incorporated. What are they? 1. The title and a subtitle, the name of the candidate, and a certificate attesting to the fact that it is dissertation submitted to RGUHS with the required data as shown here. Number 2. This is a declaration certificate by the candidate that it is a bona fide and genuine research work carried under the guidance of, and you need to mention the name and designation of the guide. The certificate by the guide that it is a bona fide work done by so and so in partial fulfillment for the degree of whatever degree the candidate is appearing for. Number 4. The endorsement by the head of department and the principal or the head of the institution. Number 5. A declaration by the candidate that the Rajiv Gandhi University has the rights to preserve, use and disseminate this dissertation in whichever format it chooses. Next comes the acknowledgement of all those who have helped in your work, and this should not be lengthy, and it is rather better to avoid superlatives. This is followed by a list of abbreviations used, and that should be done in alphabetical order. Next is the abstract page, which contains about 200 to 300 words, and it contains background, objectives, methods, results, interpretation and conclusion. At the end are keywords which should be chosen from the medical subject headings, that is a mesh, and each keyword should be separated by a symbol. After that we have the table of contents. The next is a list of tables. All the tables used in your work is serially numbered, and the table title is shown and the page where it appears. This is followed by the page containing the list of figures. Wherever you have a figure employed, it must be serially numbered, the title of the figure mentioned and the page where it appears. Now in the table of contents, the last number 9 is bibliography. Let us have a look at the bibliographic formats. The standard format is the Vancouver format. This is a list of references which is submitted at the end of a paper. The references should be numbered consecutively in the order in which they are first mentioned in the text. They should not be listed alphabetically by author or title or put in a date order. have a look at various examples. Printed publications. If it is a book, then the author's name, the title of the book, the publisher, and the year. If it is a government publication, then the department of the government, the title, the place, the publishing authority, and the year. If it is a report, then the title, the number of the report, the place, the publishing authority, and the year. If it is a conference paper in a published proceedings, then the names of the authors, the title, where it has been presented, and where it has been published. If it is a journal article, and this is the most important, please note, initially are the authors. Each author's name is followed by a comma. First we have the first name, and then we have the last name or the initials. This is followed by the title, then the journal, and then the year, then the volume, and lastly the page number. Please note, at the end of each bibliographical listing or a reference, there is a dot. After the journal title, there is a space followed by the year, which is followed by a semicolon. That is followed by the volume number, which is followed by a colon, and then the page number, which is separated by a hyphen. Pages 311 to 314. Again, the authors. At the last name there is a title followed by the title of the article, then there is a dot, then the journal abbreviation. After the journal abbreviation is a space followed by the year. Now this is followed by a semicolon, and then the volume number, which is followed by a colon, and then the page number, which is separated by a hyphen. The title of journals should be abbreviated according to the style used in Index Medicus. You could consult the list of journals indexed in Index Medicus, published in the January issue of Index Medicus. Now this list can also be obtained through the NLM website. However, if a journal title is just a single word, then they usually are not abbreviated. Newspaper article. Electronic media, individual works. This is the format by which individual works are cited. Annexures, wherein we attach the pro forma and the master chart. Wish you good luck, submit your thesis early, and all the best for your exams.